Hi, hello, Water School first graders. How's everyone doing on Friday, April 24th, 2020? I'm out here as usual on the front porch. Guess what comes up next? Let's take a look in that robin bird nest and see what we can see. All right, let's take a look here, and still 3 eggs. Now, don't get upset. It might stay at 3, and that's fine. It was 3 last year too. The fun part is going to be when these eggs start to hatch and you see the little chickies. I can't wait for you to see that. So, before we begin with our lesson, let's do our shout outs. And in 103, I'm going to say hello to Annalisa. In 109, shout out hello to Carlos. And in 108, a shout out and hello to Max. How you doing, guys? And good morning to all of my first graders. I miss you very much, and I can't wait to get back in the classroom so we can do this all together. All right? You guys have a good day now, and good luck with your lessons. I hope everything works out all right. The ELA Daily Rundown for Friday, April 24th, 2020. In reading, you're going to select a book on MyOn or a book that you may have at home. I want you to read the story and then complete a book review. That book review will be your reading portfolio assignment on Class Dojo. For writing, the Daily Fix-It, numbers 9 and 10. Then we're going to do writing to sources, where I ask, who knows more about planting seeds, frog or toad? Give reasons to explain your choice. This will be your writing portfolio assignment for today in Class Dojo. In foundational skills, you'll complete 2 boxes of spelling bingo. That'll be your foundational skills portfolio assignment in Class Dojo today. You'll see that I had practice writing each of these words. We're not going to do that. We're scratching that out. I know it's included in your packet materials, but we're going to skip that for today. We don't want to give too much work. Then we're going to do some ending word ED practice, which would be page 373 from the Readers and Writers Notebook. We're just going to do that together in the video today. After that, we're going to look at verbs for past or for future practice, page 367 and 374 from the Readers and Writers Notebook pages. Again, this is something that we're going to do in the video as a little practice. Lastly, you'll see that I had handwriting practice, page 369. That was something that was assigned in the packet. I'm scratching that today so that we don't overload too much work on my little first graders here. All right, let's get started. All right, today's reading assignment is going to have you read a book on your own. Now, you could go and log into MyOn through your Clever account and select a book there that you would like to read. Or you could pick any book you may have at home. Read that book, and then I want you to come back and answer this book review you see on the screen right now. So before you do this book review, you have to read the book first. So make sure you pause here, read the book, then come back and let's go ahead and finish. The book review wants to know, and again, I know if you don't have the packet, don't worry. You can answer these questions on a blank piece of paper or write in your homework notebook. That's fine. It says book review. It wants to know the title, the author, and whether or not it was nonfiction or fiction. Remember, you guys know this. Nonfiction means it's real. It's not fake. Nonfiction means it's a real story, true story. Fiction means it's fake, it's made up. Now, if an animal talks in your story, can it be nonfiction? Because animals can't talk in real life, can they? All right. How many stars do you think this book should receive? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible stars you can give this book. So just circle how many stars you would give them out of 6, or color in how many stars you want to give. Why did you give this book this many stars? Did you really like it? Did you really not like it? Did you think it was boring? Did you think it was exciting? Did you learn something when you read it? Let me know. On the other side, would you recommend this book to a friend? Happy face means yes. Sad face means no. Circle which one. Then tell me why. Maybe there's a particular friend you think that would be interested in reading your book. Maybe Annalisa thinks that Sydney would really love this book and she would recommend it to her because it's about science. You tell me here, okay? At the bottom, what was our favorite part of the book? Why was it your favorite? So one particular part, maybe because they had your favorite color, maybe because it had an animal you like, maybe because they ate a food you like. Let me know here. Finally, this review was completed by, put your name. Once you're done with the book review for today. This again will be your Class Dojo portfolio. So make sure, parents, you take a picture of what they did here, you upload it onto that Class Dojo portfolio. If you're still having issues with it, remember, go back to Class Story. I did a how-to video, or just ask me. I'll be happy to try to walk you through. Okay, before we go into today's Daily Fix-It, I wanted to take a moment to go back and look at Thursday's Daily Fix-It to help you see what was wrong. Now look at number 7. It says, they, Ned's son. There's a couple things wrong there. They is spelled correctly with a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. But it shouldn't be Ned, it should be need. And for it to be need, it's spelled wrong. It has to be spelled N-E-E-D. Finally, I think you know that's not how you spell son. There's one too many N's at the end. Son is just S-U-N. This sentence has a proper period at the end for punctuation. Number 8, it says, I am happy when they grow. There's a couple things wrong here as well. It is I with a capital I at the beginning of the sentence. That's correct. Am is correct. But happy needs 2 P's. H-A-P-P-Y would be the correction there. When is correct. They is correct. But grow is spelled incorrectly. That would be G-R-O-W. The period at the end is correct. I hope you did well. All right, here's today's Daily Fix-It that you need to fix on your own. And remember that numbers 9 and 10 can be done in your homework notebook or on a piece of paper, anywhere possible. Number 9 says, he planted seeds. Remember, the sentence could have improper punctuation, improper spelling of words, or letters that need to be capitalized. So look for that in numbers 9 and 10. All right, our writing to sources assignment for today is going to be based on Frog and Toad Together, The Garden. After this slide here that you're seeing, I'm going to switch back to the read aloud from previously this week of Frog and Toad Together, The Garden, so that you'll be able to answer this question. And what I want to know is, who knows more about planting seeds, Frog or Toad? And give your reasons to explain your choice. So when you watch the read aloud again, pay close attention in the beginning. Who knows more about gardens? Who's the one helping who? And what are they saying? Because what they're saying will be your reasons to explain your choice. The advice they're giving is the reason for your choice. This should be about 3 sentences long. And make sure they're complete sentences, make sure you have proper punctuation, and make sure you're capitalizing the right letters. Good. Frog and Toad Together by Arnold Lobel. The Garden. The genre is animal fantasy, and in an animal fantasy, animals say and do things that people might say and do. Frog was in his garden. Toad came walking by. What a fine garden you have, Frog, he said. Yes, said Frog, it is very nice, but it was hard work. I wish I had a garden, said Toad. Here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground, said Frog, and soon you will have a garden. How soon? Asked Toad. Quite soon, said Frog. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. Now seeds, said Toad, start growing. Toad walked up and down a few times. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head close to the ground and said loudly, Now seeds, start growing. Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, Now seeds, start growing! Frog came running up the path. What is all this noise? He asked. My seeds will not grow, said Toad. You are shouting too much, said Frog. These poor seeds are afraid to grow. My seeds are afraid to grow? Asked Toad. Of course, said Frog. Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow. That night, Toad looked out of his window. Drat, said Toad. My seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark. Toad went out to his garden with some candles. I will read the seeds a story, said Toad. Then they will not be afraid. Toad read a long story to his seeds. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not start to grow. What shall I do? Cried Toad. These must be the most frightened seeds in the world. Then Toad felt very tired, and he fell asleep. Toad, Toad, wake up, said Frog. Look at your garden. Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. At last, shouted Toad. My seeds have stopped being afraid to grow. And now you will have a nice garden too, said Frog. Yes, said Toad, but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story. Now do your question. All right, for this, with the spelling words you just saw on the previous screen, and go back and look at them again if you have to, and pause and write them down. But with those words, you're going to do this weekly spelling menu, or spelling bingo, as it says in the remote learning packet. You're going to choose two of these to do with your spelling words. Most of these look familiar, what we've been doing in our homework notebooks for the year. Some of them are new. You have any questions? Send me a dojo message. I'll be glad to help explain them, but most of them are self-explanatory. So remember, you're going to do two of these. This will be your foundational skills assignment on the Class Dojo portfolio. So once you complete two of these spelling bingo activities, you'll have a picture taken of it, and you'll upload it to Class Dojo portfolio for your foundational skills / spelling assignment for today. Good luck. Words with ending sound ed. Spelling words. Ask, asked. Plan, planned. Help, helped. Drop, dropped. Call, called. High frequency words. Again, soon. Write the missing list words. All right, let's take a look at number one. He blank if I could come. Look at the box of spelling words. Which word do you think fits? He blank if I could come. He called if I could come? No, that doesn't sound right. He asked if I could come? That's right. It's a past tense sentence. Asked, A-S-K-E-D. Number two, we have not blank a trip. We have not helped a trip? No, that doesn't sound right. We have not planned a trip? No, we need a past tense, ed ending. We have not planned a trip. That's right. Number three, she blank a pen. She drop a pen? Or she dropped a pen? D-R-O-P-P-E-D. Dropped a pen would be correct. Number four, has your mom blank you back home? Has your mom call you back home? Or has your mom called you back home? That's right, called. Called. Number 5, Jack blank clean. Jack help clean? Now that sounds like a caveman. Jack helped clean? That's right, helped. Helped. Number 6, did you blank your dog? Did you blank your dog? Which word do you think is correct there? I'm having a hard time figuring out which one. Did you blank your dog? Did you ask your dog? Did you drop your dog? Did you help your dog? I guess any one of those could work, but notice that it only works when it doesn't have the ed at the end. Number 7, I will blank for more. I will dropped for more? No. I will ask for more? That's correct. No ed at the end needed for this one because it's present. Number 8, Tom likes to blank and run. Tom likes to drop and run? Yes, you're not going to add an ed at the end for that one. Number 9, Liz will have a plan. Blank. Liz will have a plan. Blank. This one is not going to be one of the spelling words. Look at the box that says high frequency words. Liz will have a plan. Yes, soon is the correct answer. Liz will have a plan soon. Number 10, I jogged on the path. Blank. Again, this is a high frequency word. I jogged on the path again. 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 Good job, everyone. All right, who's ready for some work with verbs? I know, you're excited. Let's take a look here. Remember, a verb is an action word. It's a word that tells that the person in the story, the subject, is doing something. Verb for past and for future. A verb can tell what happened in the past. Some verbs that tell about the past end with ed. A verb can tell what happens in the future. It will begin with will. Example, frog walked. Walked. That's past tense. Frog will walk. We add the word will, we're telling you that it will happen in the future. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened before, but it's going to happen sometime in the future. All right, read each word in the box. Write the word under the past if it tells about the past. Write the word under the future if it tells about the future. Say each verb you wrote in a sentence. Here we go. Let's look at the box of words. Will tell, liked, jumped, helped. Will play, will ask. Now remember, if it's past, it ends in an ed. If it's future, it starts with the word will. Number 1. What should we put in number 1 for the past? I want to start in order, so I'm going to look right in my box and I'm going to say liked. Liked. Number 2. Continuing in order, I see the word jumped. I'm going to write that in the past because it ends in ed. Jumped. Number 3. Going in order, I see helped ends in ed, and that's the past. So helped for number 3. Number 4, now we're looking at words for the future. Number 4, remember, future words will start with the word will. And going in order in our boxes, I see will tell. Number 4, I'm going to write will tell. Willtell. Number 5, going in order still, future will play. Willplay. And finally, number 6, will ask. Willask. Hope you did well. Hope you followed along. Verbs for past and for future. We're going to do this little task here. I want you to do it verbally, though. You're at home right now. Maybe somebody's nearby, brother, sister, cousin, maybe mom, maybe dad, maybe your parent, your guardian, anyone who's there with you, or even your stuffed animal. You're going to answer this question with them. You don't have to write this down. This is more conversational. In the past, you were a baby. Tell about things you did then. I know you probably don't remember it, but you can guess pretty well what a baby does, especially those of you with little brothers and sisters. Then at the bottom it asks, now you are in first grade. Tell about things you will do in the future. What do you plan on doing as a second grader, third grader, fourth grader? What do you plan on doing when you go to high school? Are you looking forward to driving a car? Are you looking forward to some other things you're going to be able to do when you're older? Tell me about that. And remember to use your correct tense. If you're talking about something in the past, you're adding an ed at the end of that word most times. If you're talking about things in the future, you're going to add the word will to the beginning. Good luck. I think you can do this. Have some fun with it. Well, that's another day of ELA. I hope you had a good one today. I hope everything was nice, clear, and able to follow along. As we end this Friday, I hope you have a very good weekend and you stay happy, healthy. Before I go, I just wanted to make a little mention about the class portfolio assignments. You only have to send to me what's listed in the ELA Daily Rundown as a portfolio assignment. There will be one reading portfolio assignment, one writing portfolio assignment, and one foundational portfolio assignment each day. That's all you have to send to me. You don't have to send me pictures of everything, because some things we do just for practice, and sometimes usually we'll do it in the video together, and it could just be orally or verbally with someone at home or with me in the video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to send me an email or a message on Dojo. I'm here to help. All right, have a good weekend.